Welcome to Spelling Bee Ninja. If you're eager to learn and explore the wonders of science, you're in the right place. We're dedicated to providing you with free, engaging educational content. Join our community of curious minds by subscribing today, and let's embark on this exciting learning journey together. Today, we're diving deep into an essential component of our biology, the circulatory system. Sometimes called the cardiovascular system, it is vital for transporting oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and removing waste products throughout the body. Imagine your heart and blood vessels as a bustling highway system, with the heart acting as a pump that keeps everything moving smoothly. At the core of this system, you find the heart, blood vessels including arteries, veins, and capillaries, and of course, blood itself. The circulatory system is also responsible for regulating body temperature, pH levels, and maintaining fluid balance. It plays a crucial role in delivering oxygen to tissues and removing carbon dioxide, making it indispensable for our survival. Now, let's explore the heart's structure in more detail. The heart has four key chambers: the right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, and left ventricle. The atria serve as receiving chambers for blood, while the ventricles are tasked with pumping blood out. The right side of the heart pumps deoxygenated blood that has delivered its oxygen and picked up carbon dioxide, into the lungs for oxygenation in a process known as pulmonary circulation. The left side then pumps the freshly oxygenated blood out to the body in a process called systemic circulation. Valves within the heart are crucial. They prevent backflow and ensure that blood flows only in one direction. Imagine if the traffic tried to go backward. That would be chaotic and inefficient, much like our circulatory system would be without these valves. Now let's talk blood vessels. Arteries carry oxygen-rich blood away from the heart, with the notable exception being the pulmonary artery, which carries oxygen-poor blood to the lungs. On the flip side, veins carry oxygen-poor blood back to the heart, except for the pulmonary vein, which is responsible for transporting oxygen-rich blood from the lungs. Arteries are structurally designed with thick, muscular walls to withstand the high pressure of the blood being pumped from the heart, whereas veins have thinner walls and contain valves to prevent the backflow of blood, especially in areas where gravity makes circulation more challenging, like the legs. Understanding how blood flows through the heart is vital. Picture this: deoxygenated blood returns from the body and enters the right atrium. It then moves down to the right ventricle, which pumps it into the pulmonary artery and off to the lungs where it can pick up oxygen. Once the blood has absorbed oxygen, it travels back to the heart through the pulmonary vein into the left atrium, then down to the left ventricle, which pumps it out via the aorta to supply oxygen to the entire body. This whole cycle of blood flow illustrates both systemic and pulmonary circulation. Now, let's talk about blood itself. Blood is not just any liquid, it's a complex mixture. Approximately 55% is plasma, the liquid component, while the other 45% consists of cells, including red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Red blood cells, or erythrocytes, are responsible for carrying oxygen through the body. These cells contain hemoglobin, an iron-containing protein that binds with oxygen, allowing cells to utilize oxygen for energy. White blood cells are our body's defenders, part of the immune system that fights infections. Lastly, platelets are key players in blood clotting, stopping bleeding when we get injured. It's fascinating how these components work harmoniously to keep us alive. Now, let's touch on an important aspect of how our circulatory system functions: blood pressure. Blood pressure is the force of the blood against the walls of our arteries as it circulates. It's measured in two figures, systolic and diastolic. Systolic pressure occurs during heart contraction when the heart pumps blood, and diastolic pressure happens when the heart is at rest between beats. A typical normal reading for blood pressure is around 120/80 millimeters of mercury. Pulse, which is the rhythmic expansion of arteries, can be felt at specific points where arteries are close to the skin, like at the wrist or neck. Keeping blood pressure in the ideal range is crucial, as high blood pressure can lead to significant health issues, including heart disease and strokes. Now, let's not overlook the lymphatic system. While it's often overshadowed by the circulatory system, it's essential in maintaining fluid balance, absorbing fats, and fighting infections. The lymphatic system has a network of vessels, nodes, and organs. Lymph fluid, which is the excess interstitial fluid, drains into lymph vessels and returns to the blood. Lymph nodes act as filters, trapping harmful microbes and cancers. When these nodes swell, it usually indicates that your body is fighting an infection. Lastly, we must consider cardiovascular diseases. These disorders impact the heart and blood vessels, with atherosclerosis being a prevalent condition. This happens when arteries become narrowed or hardened due to plaque buildup made up of cholesterol, fat, and calcium. Atherosclerosis can lead to serious events like heart attacks or strokes. Key risk factors include smoking, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, obesity, lack of physical activity, and family history. The heart also has its own electrical system, which controls the heartbeat. The sinoatrial node, a natural pacemaker, generates electrical impulses that spread through the heart, causing it to contract. This is vital for effectively pumping blood. With this understanding, an electrocardiogram, or ECG, records the electrical activity of the heart. It's fascinating how interconnected our bodily systems are, each aspect supporting the other, to create a healthy functioning body. So, to recap what we've explored, the circulatory system, primarily the heart and blood flow, plays a crucial role in our body's overall function. The heart pumps blood through two circuits, the pulmonary and systemic, ensuring that oxygen-rich and oxygen-poor blood is effectively routed. The complex mixture of blood components works tirelessly to transport essential gases and protect us from illness. Knowledge about our circulatory health is equally important, especially when considering conditions like high blood pressure and cardiovascular diseases. To truly appreciate our bodies, we must understand how these systems work and interact. By doing so, we can take proactive steps to maintain our health. It's always a good idea to stay active and informed and pay attention to our body signals. Remember, our circulatory system is not just a cluster of parts, it's a finely tuned machine, intricately connected and vital to our existence. In today's exploration of the circulatory system, we learned how the heart pumps blood and the vital functions it performs in circulating oxygen and nutrients throughout our body. We discussed the roles of arteries, veins, and the components of blood, highlighting the importance of maintaining good cardiovascular health. We also touched on the lymphatic system and its crucial functions, alongside cardiovascular diseases and their risk factors. Understanding these concepts can empower us to make healthier choices and appreciate the incredible workings of our bodies. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the circulatory system. If you enjoyed today's insights, please subscribe to our podcast for more exciting educational content. Remember, knowledge is power, and every new thing you learn contributes to your understanding of the world around you. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.